I be in one of the thing up.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
It is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback. And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment. Here we go. They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number. All right, people want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for and also gives you respect around the league.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 25 carries, 82 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Now this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A handoff for Etienne. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's a give to Etienne.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now the try here for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Carlos Basham in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, some strong running. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. Allen now on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Evans. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And now, hang tight, we pause for an injury to the wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, who is yet to hop back on his feet. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll run here with Etienne. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by Howard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Able to find Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Burrow on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he finds McLaurin. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. DJ Reader able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a tough one there defensively, because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football. And it'll bring up third down. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll go again with Etienne. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Etienne. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Evans. Breaks a tackle. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. Buying time to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. ETN with it. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let it plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll run for it with Evans.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
Slant pass to Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup there. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on second down. Burrow in trouble, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for ETN. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Bills have recovered.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. ETN once more. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buffalo, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
today.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Bowden now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 23 carries, 93 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Uncorks one for Davis. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Bernard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They're going to look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Davis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 3 from the 9. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Charles, 54 yards, I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it. When things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Time to go to work. Let's go. It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown run. From there, let's get to Detroit to check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Jared Goff, excellent in the victory as his guys push their record up to 8-3 on the year. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Browns trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Mayfield on first down.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a run with Hubbard.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, Guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a run with McCaffrey, and he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw here.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
Rashad Bateman.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Gets past 1 man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Aldridge, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Jamar Chase. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bowden now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense taking over again. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 14. On the give, this is Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. This is caught.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. A strong running. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
109 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, and deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Chargers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.